àwa tájà kàndé èèyàn nígbà kan à ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti lè ní a fẹ́ dìbò torí a rí pé tá bá jáde àwọn tí ó wà níbẹ̀ INEC wọn kì í tètè dá wa ní ohun bọ̀rọ̀.
Women are not just to stay in the room. They have contributions to give in the society. You have your own say as a woman.
Young people getting into politics have various issues. A lot of people believe mentally we're not matured enough to go into politics or to do politics. They believe politics is a thing for a grown mind, a very matured mind.
SKIP is the Strengthening Citizens' Engagement in the Electoral Process. It is a 4-year project funded by the Department for International Development, and it is being run by ActionAid in conjunction with BBC Media Action. The project targets persons with disability, young people, and women. These are a group of people whose participation have been undermined in the past in terms of their access to election, in terms of their ability to engage those who are seeking public office. The project was designed into 2 phases, the pre-election and the post-election. Before the 2015 general election, there was huge mobilization of Nigerians towards participating in the election.
We're not ready.
We don't ready.
We full ground now.
Make we turn up. I am make we turn up. Turn up.
Turn up.
Let's go. You not turn up. Come down for what?
I turn up.
This is what we do.
All the time. We turn up to vote.
We're not ready. Make we turn up and vote.
Let's go.
Our role under the SKIP project is to galvanize the people to participate in the election. Yeah, we had campaigns to make them participate by coming out to vote. Prior to that, they had to do voter registration. So we mobilized them to go out and register, collect your PVC. If there are issues, go back, don't give up. Because if you are not a registered voter, you cannot vote. After that, we also told them, mobilize your household, mobilize your community members, mobilize your different structures, your women organizations, the youth organizations, the local organizations you have, there are structures at the community. Mobilize them to come out and vote.
ActionAid, working with BBC Media Action, with the project partners in 10 states, which included civil society organizations and the media, did a whole lot of mobilizations that dealt with the issues that we knew had become those that were undermining people's participation in elections. And the second part of the project, which was the post-election phase, first and foremost, what we needed to do was to do an audit of the elections itself. What were the issues thrown up during the elections? We went through 180 communities across the country where SKIP project is being implemented. For communities to engage governance effectively, they must also understand the governance system and architecture. How does it work? And so we built capacity extensively in the area of public engagement.
We continued working with the people and told them that these people you have elected, you have a role to work with them, to engage them, to do what they promise they will do. So we now started to also work with them to develop what we call a community development charter. That is a breakdown of what the community wanted for themselves.
In this community charter I'm having here, we have an outline of our areas of deprivation, our challenges. And then after we had this book, we now learned to write letters, and we took these letters to the relevant government departments, telling them that this book is the story about our community, and that we have in this book some of the problems we have. And topmost on the list is bad road network.
Wannan ita ne littafin da take mana jagoranci akan ci gaban makera. Wannan littafi ya ba mu gudunwa 100%. Mun ji daɗin wannan littafi wanda ta wayar mana da kai.
The Community Development Charter has been the basis of communities holding leaders and public institutions to account. And we've had successes of communities changing their lives when they engage.
We did not believe, I never knew before now, that you can approach a government functionary. We have had a rapid rate of things happening as a result of this book getting to people in government. Very frankly, it was not up to 2 months when we saw road construction company mobilizing to site. It didn't take up to 2 months. We saw these things happening very rapidly.
What we have done is trying to build structures that would outlive the project. So for example, in Akwa Ibom State, we also have this same group of civil society and communities coming together to, to build these accountability structures. Why we are doing this is because we know that once this project is over, we expect that these structures would continue this kind of engagement so that there's a mix of, citizens, that citizens are coming together and asking the fundamental questions around accountability. And for the Community Development Charter, the way it has been designed is one that can be edited over time. And so far, the advocacy, the engagement have been driven basically by the communities. And so we already see ownership there. And we think that it is a new accountability regime in the way communities are engaging those in public office and public institutions.